The bear saved the baby, thanking the forester for saving her cub. In one village in Karelia there lived an old forester with his adult daughter, son-in-law and their little son. Once a forester went into the forest to pick blueberries to please his grandson with fresh berries. The man knew the locals well, and in order to pick a really large berry, he had to go into a remote thicket. Having reached the place, the elderly man squatted down, placed a basket next to him and began to collect blueberries with a makeshift ladle. He was so carried away that he did not notice how he ended up near a deep hole. Suddenly a furious growl was heard that it was a bear. It seems that he sensed that a person had entered his domain and decided to teach the uninvited guest a lesson. The bear ran to the side, but for some reason he was in no hurry to leave the dangerous place. The forester immediately understood why. There was a bear cub lying on the ground. The animal fell into a trap and could not get out. The brown predator simply guarded him, not knowing how to help her baby. The man took a penknife from his bag, selected the necessary attachment and opened the trap in a few minutes. In order not to tempt fate, he hurried to leave before the bear came to her senses. All the way back he felt that he was being pursued, so he almost had to run. Only when he got out of the forest did he look back. There was a bear standing behind the trees. She looked at the man with some strange gaze. As if it was not a wild animal, but simply a grateful mother who did not know how to repay the forester for saving her child. But the forester did not understand this then. He thought that the predator simply did not have time to catch up with him. About a year later, the forester was sitting at home and waiting for his daughter and son-in-law. They had to return from the city where they had gone to buy a crib. The family was waiting for a new addition, however, the young people were delayed, which is why the old man began to worry. Suddenly a neighbor ran into the hut and started shouting that something was wrong. A bear with a bloody mouth walks around the village and carries something in its teeth. The forester ran out after his neighbor. Men gathered on the street. They shot in the air to scare away the beast, but the bear still did not go far. Seeing the forester, the animal lowered its head, put some red package on the ground and walked away behind the trees. This was the same bear from which he ran away exactly a year ago. The man came closer. On the grass, wrapped in his daughter's dress, lay a newborn child. The old man couldn't believe his eyes. He realized that he needed to follow the bear. The beast really showed man the way. The she-bear led the old man to an abandoned bridge that no one had used for a long time. However, it was clear that someone had recently tried to pass, but the rotten boards could not stand it. The forester rushed to help. Below on the rocks lay his daughter and son-in-law. The young woman was still breathing, and her husband no longer showed signs of life. The forester's daughter, thanks to the help of neighbors and the experience of doctors, was saved. When she was able to speak, she said that it was she who persuaded her husband to walk one stop to the places of her childhood. They ventured across an abandoned bridge, which led to its collapse. The stress caused the woman to go into labor. Then she only remembered that a bear approached her, and then consciousness temporarily left her. The old man, having heard this story, realized that his forest friend had decided to repay her debt. And she did it very on time. After all, if it weren't for the help of the predator, the old man could have lost 3 very close people at once that day. It also dawned on the forester why the bear tried to catch up with him a year ago, but still did not attack. Apparently the predator just wanted to explain to the man how grateful she was to him for saving the bear cub. It just didn't work out then.